continue me. Oh yeah.
The radio system. So far as I'm aware,
okay.
And one here.
See them so I bununi. Na o take us an kakra.
Say beko beba. Be diabetes be da be adwuma.
Okay. Ko diabetes a no akoda.
Na be adwuma.
Ombo ka do ko e no. Ko diabetes a no abeda.
Na me dey ma.
I see. Yenka minim baby ene odi an say free because club football DM say ya hot the kakra for international break no.
Just transfers be teams media start here mo transfer businesses are e be the common plus of course World Cup on community. And now Saturday, you be running we were picking one after the other, which just a couple of months away from the World Cup. I think if you take out December, we are 6 months to the World Cup. In fact, because the World Cup is starting in June, December we are 6 months to the World Cup. So we have December, January, February, March, April, May, June. And then June. So, 5 months to the World Cup. And countries see rapid preparations. Qualify, playoffs. And it is interesting to talk about the World Cup because, Rich, the World Cup is the pinnacle of world football. There isn't a trophy singular better than the conversation around the World Cup. World Cup, no, idea, in all of that. This season, this time, the World Cup extended. It's Oko in the CONCACAF region. There is a likelihood to see two teams and next round of games, Jamaica and Caracas, no, some match, no, either say Caracas first World Cup qualifying or Jamaica's first World Cup since 1998. So there are history around all of the World Cup. Canada, Mexico, USA are the three hosting countries. Japan has qualified. New Zealand, Iran, people call it Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, Ghana, Cabo Verde, South Africa, Qatar, England, Saudi Arabia, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, France, and Croatia. Of course, there are a few countries that are left to complete the European qualifiers, and of course, you better the roundup also. And now, Croatia for Etnefie Jumano, easy peasy against Slovakia. And what it means is that Abrantia, your friend Luka Modric, won the first World Cup in Brazil 2014. Young player at the time, reached 10 years down the line. Luka Modric, 2006, 2014 was there at the World Cup with Croatia. 2022, 2018, Luka Modric was there. Which, what it means is that 2026, Luka Modric is going to be at the World Cup again with my eye friend Croatia. Of course, Germany, any team a friend Slovakia are in a very, very tight position in terms of who qualifies. And now Slovakia, we need Northern Ireland by a goal to 0. Nick Votermande, 2 goals. Emma Germany, we know more game by 2 goals to 0. Germany has to qualify for the World Cup. Imagine Germany not qualifying. It is a European qualifiers in zone. Slovakia and Germany tied on points.
Portugal so form.
Yeah, Portugal last round of game against Armenia. One shot, they are in some serious trouble. Germany knows that they need to go and stay at home and then win their game to qualify. Germany next game, AFA in a game that they have to go in there and go qualify. To share Germany group now, Malta, Finland by a goal to 0. Germany, Luxembourg 2-0. Montenegro, Gibraltar 2-1. Croatia, Faroe Islands by 3 goals to 1. Poland and Netherlands 1-1. Then Slovakia and Northern Ireland only by a goal to 0. One of the teams that are clear. Say Enyadi Obetina qualified through the automatic qualifying rounds. Italy. No, current coach Abranche Freno, Gian Piero Gattuso actually asked that in Como. Gennaro Gattuso, which Gattuso Zemasa. Only say Italy for this Omashe Norway for a difference of 10 goals. Almost didn't qualify.
Italian game, what is wrong? Because I think the Serie A is doing very well.
Yeah.
The last 2-3 seasons, yenye Inter they be your final in the Champions League. So I don't know. Argentina still no.
Which usually
national team
Ghana and Common. I've said it several times that the correlation between the local league and the senior national team no, and directly proportional. You can't just say okay because the local league is doing well, the national team should do well.
No, so maybe I am man for him to say. Yenye examples of leagues do very well and are translated to our national team. And a typical example is Spain.
Exactly.
When Barcelona and then Real Madrid were doing very well, no more picking. You can see that Spain national team.
But ain't just because of the
winning
league.
The World Cup.
But ain't just because of the league. Why were Barcelona successful? Why were Madrid successful? Barcelona has an academy in La Masia that produced 90% of the players that play for Barcelona. In Italy, last 3 weeks, Cesc Fabregas said granting interview. This same question. Cesc Fabregas said, in the lower divisions of Italian football, they are too focused on winning. Como doesn't have young players yet to come to the ranks. You have to win. You see, when you go to Italy, when you go to Spain and England, Barcelona Athletic, they don't play to qualify to Division 1 or on the Spanish lower divisions. So it's not about winning per se, it's about player development. They don't do the same in Italy. In England, all the academies have players. And in lower divisions, it is not necessarily about winning. It's about developing the talent. And the reason why England, the team probably plays well, Spain, the team plays well, is simple. Because in all of their teams play well, it is the churning out of constant talent and then working on them to become finished product at the highest level. The England team and now Thomas Tuchel say, number 10 and 5. Jude Bellingham number 10, Phil Foden number 10, Cole Palmer number 10, Morgan Gibbs White number 10, Morgan Rogers number 10. Obianso Aston Villa, Morgan Rogers won the ball. Nottingham Forest gives White the ball.
And the ball
solid player.
Solid.
You can't take anything away from him. Cole Palmer, your feet. Look at the football that he will play. Phil Foden for Man City. Then look at you, Bellingham. It's players that have come through the ranks and they are delivering at the top level. Italy have to look at that as a almost solving problem over the short term. And now I got to say, in my day, the best group runners up went straight to the World Cup. Now the rules have changed. You just have to go on and play in the table. Is saying it here. Norway 21 points, Italy 18 points. But the problem was the goal difference. Almost 29 goals. Norway for in World Cup qualified. And Italy was 12 pay. So Italy has to beat them almost 10 goals.
That's a move.
See, enough for them. And yes, they have to go through the playoffs. And some makes them qualify and they call World Cup. Norway have qualified for the World Cup, of course, for the very first time in 28 years. And that matches so hard, of course, Portugal for 1-7, okay, Kazakhstan, and Belgium, Portugal betting a few area, but Rich, did you see the Nigerian game?
We share 90 minutes.
Over Kai say, you didn't listen by Ubi Sam someone ever qualify. Me catch you say DR Congo. Watch out for them tomorrow.
Yeah, Mekai. And Unim say, who can't say crown wakame. Nigeria game no movie ye no.
Yeah.
Omo call Nigeria. I mean, omo pandits.
Yeah.
It didn't come off.
Yeah.
And Obi say between DR Congo and Cameroon no.
Yeah.
One other person Nigeria babon no.
Yeah.
Obi so mpe Cameroon. Omo pe DR Congo.
Oh, DR Congo tough.
So I was like how?
Yeah.
Because say Ukoshia team it is Cameroon.
Yeah.
Cameroon African soil no.
Yeah.
Or you big.
Yeah.
And almost I'm say West African team.
Yeah.
It is Oshiawa.
Yeah.
Two West African idea. I mean bad day.
Yeah.
And the name was still na Nigeria for no say.
I'm
Cameroon for no. That's so Mbesha DR Congo. Until I watch them against Cameroon.
Yeah, the DRC team is solid.
I find them who the reason to Nigeria for no.
Yeah.
DR Congo.
DRC team is solid rich. I'm a solid
team. I'm players beyond. I won't say the name of team now.
Yeah.
Look, and you
we cry one Wisamba because we're proud.
Yeah, one Wisamba.
One Wisamba. More other players.
Around one Bisa.
Yeah, around Bisa. Come on, Axel Twazembe is in the team.
They
have a good team. Oh, and we go back 5.
Back 5.
We need to But
they
were in a team with Senegal. Who and you may not. Almost lose to almost Senegal 2-0. No mistake, my Senegal for the better show. My team and qualify. The final tomorrow is going to be huge. Which, see, I've watched Nigeria and I've watched the DRC. I think Nigeria has improved over the last few months under Eric Shelley. And yes, Shelley and almost started World Cup qualifiers now. And into by the and he has done a good job to get them here. My problem with the Nigerian national team is that there is an over-reliance on our branch friend Victor Osimhen.
Too much. Too much.
It is Yelbo gave Osimhen chances now. They were struggling. But they are playing against the Congolese side that is very resolute at the back. It is for me, I think that the experience of Chancellor Mbemba, the solidity of Abrante friend Axel to Ozembe, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Fabrice Muofi is a team that I think will torment the Nigerians. They will torment them. The Gabon story was not straightforward for me for Nigeria. Nigeria were always going to beat Gabon. Congo is a different conversation. Marriage, Oshe Osimhen numbers in the World Cup qualifiers and in the last few games for his country, he scores a lot of goals. Although Messi chance now, Osanshe against Lesotho was 3.
Omo last game.
Yeah.
Look, Mashe, Ama Yatika.
Yeah.
Gabon for Atika.
Yeah.
I think was it Lamina also?
Yeah, Mario.
Yeah, Mario Lamina. Atika no.
Yeah.
In the 90th minute.
Yeah.
When you last minute chance to 1-on-1.
Yeah.
So Osimhen shares our ball now. Young extra time.
On both side of home.
So cheap ball do.
Go see Victor. But I say Okache, I almost poor match.
Oh, coach now say, oh, you know, everybody yankobo.
Victor, what do you
We to Osimhen pa. Say you feeling going to be.
I say I call poor match here, like I want 90 minutes now. And I could be standing now for the teammates and say, yeah, go straight to penalties and I say, boy, extra time. And I say extra time. I don't say my mushu. Not go to go so.
And you were saying, no, let's
also catch up, say, yeah, boy, extra time. I'm saying, but say my mushu. Victor.
Oh, that doesn't go again, master.
Ekoyama says it for all. Ekoyama can be
yeah, I'm saying, Gino,
any scout to play with you, man, for Ekoyama. Yeah, Radizu. Congo also won by a goal to 0. I think that is going to be an interesting one for Congo for in a game that they want to play. For me, Rich, I will really sit down to enjoy Sa Congo match.
Me sit down.
Hey,
1990.
Yeah, very, very exciting.
Someone you see, I say the DRC method is solid and combative. How the DRC were so aggressive and resolute, they may beat Nigeria team cry.
For me, I think they will. I've said it several times.
Solid
I think
team.
I think that they will.
But they are Congo for no way. Oh, Nigeria for now, I cannot. But we say Nigeria and share the team collectively. I'm share the team. But more individual players that they can change the game.
Which you
can't change it.
You can't talk about the game without talking about the quality of Nigeria. From the wings. Samuel Chukwueze, Ademola Mufi are fit to play. Victor Osimhen himself, Alex Iwobi. They can influence the game. And I could see the person who sends the message about the solidity of the midfield of the DRC. That for me, and you see, which when you DRC team, only players are almost European game. This is Axel to Azembe from Manchester United's academy. This Aaron Wan-Bissaka. This is Chancellor Mbemba from Marseille, captain of the side. He has seen it. And Rich, you see, the story of the DRC, it's as an African AFCON, quarter-final, AFCON, round of 16, so there is a good chance for the DRC. And that is why I think it's very, very, very interesting. Rich, what we can be about the two strikers and Uza said the time for Robert Lewandowski of Barcelona is coming to an end.
Remember twice. So na and me bed man. A fitting shop away ho. Say I mean so they all call during the was there. Omo ya adwuma nti omo nhyɛ da ni time on the radio sir. But I'm saying sports ni nti omo hyɛ da akoto radio.
Oh, okay.
Kɛseɛ.
Ice wo.
Obeduru hɔ no. Nipa no ɔyɛ na adwuma kro timi gye na adwuma no abegyina radio no. And I mean a bit fair.
Also Barca food go up.
Oh yeah, be fair say ye bebo o maba so.
Yeah.
Na ya do masinti from Master Dada.
Okay.
Dada electrician.
Okay.
Master Kobe.
Okay.
And Mr. Kuma.
Yeah.
And I am Master Ben.
Okay.
Omu nyina yenchi o ma no pay. Obi ane ne nkwada.
Omo Master Ben ni ya nka straight. The car say I'm recording because straight.
Master Ben is straighter. Yen no mas in fact obedru ho no. Omo abiem. Master ne ayi ye kan say Dada kra do ne ma no. Enya asem kito kra. Ne nkwada yi mamone.
Oh yeah. What talking? Which we are blessed though.
Oh yeah.
For the job that we do, people to be at their works and still want to listen. A huge privilege. So, because
Obi the cars and I still
there is.
As you know, I say me change that password.
Minimal place gau in Senior Uras your
yeah, fit off will be
done. One time I think Sena BB or Mechanas and me raw honum. I don't usually go there. And me take anymore. I don't buy.
Okay.
I was say now I don't know you boss it here radio so. Okay, I catch each and so let's say hello to them. Hello to Bia.
You know Messi no pay.
Barcelona striking situation very interesting. And offers have started coming for Robert Lewandowski. Saudi for a year in January. They started telling Robert say Charlie when you need to move. And this week, Robert Lewandowski, I interview Akase. He feels good in himself. And he doesn't feel like he wants to leave Barca and then go to Saudi Arabia or anywhere. In fact, AC Milan have sent a proposal to Robert Lewandowski. And say, Lewandowski, who is going to be the likely replacement at Football Club Barcelona? Because they need a striker. There is a young attacker at Levante called Eta Young. If you come on, young, built, bulky, combative centre forward who a lot of the class in Europe, including Arsenal, Moni Adenia, are all scouting. That person can replace Robert Lewandowski. And January is coming. It is our transfer conversation. But we say Hurricane after the conversation of a possible transfer move when Abraham and Robert Lewandowski was on Amsterdam. Which Hurricane you leave Bayern right now. I think if Hurricane leaves Bayern, maybe I'll go back to the English Premier League to go and follow that record down. The record number of goals, Alan Shearer goals record down. Maybe he's going back there. But there's also the story of a branch friend, Julian Alvarez, who possibly can go back. Which
I was out in City.
Either Barcelona or move. So Julian Alvarez is a player Barca for the league. My issue is that before Barca made Julian Alvarez, this will look at the Singapore rate.
Okay.
150 million. 120 million. Before you can get. And the truth of the matter is that Julian Alvarez, every Barca team, he will give them multiple dynamics of playing as a centre forward. Obetima was a winger, Obetima was a second striker, Obetima was the main number 9 or even a 4 side. What Adia Ferran Torres, Edema Bastos is here. Julian Alvarez, Edema more and more. The finishing better than Ferran. The tight space control better than Ferran. The technical ability better than Ferran. And this is a player that is complete. In fact, in terms of finishing, one of the best that you can get. You took Erling Haaland to displace him at Manchester City. And obviously, this is a player teams like Barcelona would want to look at when it comes in. When it comes to January transfer window. Which Barcelona, Alvarez and Kenya Bad. Good player. Madrid even let him go. And say, team no more. Now let Madrid say, it will take something very drastic for him to go.
Maybe then go through and get me there.
Now go Barca.
You say, Atletico Madrid no, when you're short of trophies.
Yeah.
And when one track, I feel so when you're Barcelona and Real Madrid top teams in the
world.
But you're fine strike, like you said, it's complete.
Yeah, complete.
BBOB.
Yeah, the finishing solid, yeah.
Or passing, or passing.
Yeah.
About them in Fabon and 2 29 is there.
Where's she?
Come Madrid, yeah.
Manchester.
Oh, Sir Brandon is over man. Yana can be college. Pam Benjamin says go.
Just see how up every day. We have someone who says go.
Kufina Nadia.
Nothing else. Someone who says go.
Sasa kwa no you. Why no Camilo? A training ground me kotita wana hwe na. He's playing so well. Tinga akwen to expect out. Me na botre ma de no.
Ma je mu
O dia chemeni. Edi go vi so me fa Manchester.
Me legs new carry. Yes.
Agora
strike.
Abrante ne ba for no na all strike. Abrante no is very good.
Yeah.
With time. Maybe as a this season ground.
Hola. No, más es con qué.
No. O no. League in a funny chain. Premier League.
That's just
to Germany. Some fight.
Scouting and not just buying names.
And I agree with you.
Which Strasbourg will be Joaquin Pankeli.
Machano.
Argentina for one film for the national team. Just for the Tony free. Strasbourg for Blue for Tony free. Spain lower division. Don't go find the buy. Striker. 80 pound boxing. What the best promotion? This now have been called to the Dutch national team. Also player from nowhere. These are top young players that you will not pay 80 million or 90 million.
Benjamin says good, yeah.
And now saying who can focus too much on that? Rich, unless it's a finished article. Yeah, I think that Madrid will extend the contract of David Alaba and Antonio Gordon. It's a Madrid really and that's just breaking them. It's same for Abrante friend Alaba, a lot of injuries. And so like somewhere last year, the refrain was that Madrid for now looking at centre backs, William Saliba, Upamecano, or the tactical body, see, and Abrante friend Ibrahim Konate. Saliba signed a contract extension. I told you that thing. I felt that Saliba in future would want to go to Madrid because of the connection with Mbappe. And from what I read, France, that's part of Paris. Mbappe Papa was a coach. And in Corona when was coaching his son Mbappe, Saliba was part. It almost a question. And I remember when Saliba was extended his contract for Arsenal, I said, okay, for now, he wants to be at Arsenal. He said, maybe later in the year, when he goes and experience more, maybe we want to move on. Which Madrid want to spend their attention together in Spain. These two players are the center backs and home. Nicolas Schlotterbeck for Dortmund and Abrante friend Upamecano. Which Schlotterbeck said, "My can watch match over 1 year we try." And we start talking about him. Which front-footed center back. And then the catcher say, "So man discuss me in Germany, I'm going to center back and buy Schlotterbeck." front-footedness, and yet reactive centre back, proactive, reading of the game, and then making out danger as quickly as possible. No, I bet you Nico Schlotterbeck will do. And then teams need to say Chelsea move per centre backs, especially left centre back. These are the boys they should be looking at. Together with a bench friend Upamecano. Upamecano, what we are hearing is that both Bayern and Madrid would want to think of possibly going in to go and get them in. What Barcelona have done with the Spotify company, it will be very, very good for them. I remember you used to ask me, say, Barca financial issues, no, that Bennett to be, and I told you that unless Barca gets gates proceeds revenue, and this is the start of something beautiful.
Yeah, and
music, almost rent you.
2 years now, could you?
Almost rent. There's a lot of cost in it. And which the way I hear the new Spotify company, there is some level of cover also. It's a beautiful edifice that will have a lot of people trooping in. And the last time I'm going to opening training with Honum, Massa are expecting that against Athletic Club, they'll go back and play there. Which Minister Barcelona were excited when Messi posted this picture of him on the Spotify company. It is only right. Barcelona will give Messi a deserved farewell before he goes back. I know Messi retired, but Barcelona chrome on him. I don't think he'll go back to Buenos Aires in Argentina. I don't even think that although Miami is a huge Hispanic community, he will stay in Miami in America. I think that he comes back to Barca. So about Barca, Barca should find a way and give him a deserved farewell. And it's very, very important. Juan Laporta say, what are his thoughts of Messi coming back to the Camp Nou? Not see great. Or catch your fans, they say he won't come back and play as a Barcelona player full time, but they need to find a way to make sure that Brantia, your friend Lionel Messi, man a very, very good time. Rich Argentina team no Cocobo against team my friend Angola. Angola for 50th anniversary sending a Gabi catch on. They went away to go and play against them, and it was a very, very interesting game. What's it? The latest explosive young centre back na Chelsea for got on a free Moses Caicedo Academy on.
Mr. Mo share live on YouTube no. I'm saying who's a big complainer of network, a business say sound.
Okay.
I'm saying scratch kakra. Epam chomo fanchen ye network na do maybe an as a bonini. Egusu ye na ya hu bibi di amamo. Timon fanche ye hu pa ye hu ni na wa. Ye try say ye be fixing in na ntimu de mon koso na munjina so ye hu adwuma di amamo na. That's what go vi ye na o say I just had in.
Who Chelsea for us sign rich? November.
Sika das here for. Upe sika say you.
When it comes to players now, boys, they sign there. Me, I
most happy Vinicius Junior.
Oh, hey. I don't think that Chelsea will go for Vinicius Junior. Honestly speaking, I've heard the rumors too. And Chelsea Vinicius Junior nyade. But Chelsea for no more do no more club. And one on person cool. I don't think Chelsea will change the plan into going for players that are older than the average age that they want to go for. I'm sure Vinny is more than what's Vinny's age? Only 24. Yeah. Chelsea want 24 and below as the kind of players that they want to put on projects. Which only have Vinny Jr. or Chelsea left hand channel, you have a top quality player. In fact, when you compare Vinny Jr. to Garnacho, when you compare Vinny Jr. to Jamie Bino Giddens, or compare Vinny Jr. to every winger on the left-hand side at Chelsea.
He's 25.
25 years. I doubt Chelsea will go for Vinny. And the cost involved is something that will deter Chelsea from going to Vinny. Chelsea for no project's plan is to make these boys, and like they are doing with Estevao, they would rather want to go to the route of Estevao and get Estevao to the top, rather than going to pick a Vinicius Junior from Madrid. Yes, the issues at Madrid no harm. I don't even think Vinny will move from football club Real Madrid and then go to Chelsea Football Club and say, okay, Besame call him. yes, the contract extension issues not concord, but still Vini will automatically won't stay at Madrid unless it's probably going out of Europe. And at age 25, say Vini can go Europe and maybe no out or go Saudi and maybe no out. Because what money does Vini want? Maybe I say we make say yeah can. Because I don't make as much as Vini, maybe I can say that you could pay sky here. But me for me to compare Vini. Vini makes a fortune in a week. He doesn't need the money that people say, so Vini would have to go to Saudi Arabia derby. And the quality of Vini is better than every winger out Chelsea left wing got him. Obama will assist. He's too big.
He's too big for
Chelsea.
He's too big.
Also change Chelsea. He's better than the players that are there, but also change Chelsea. Vini waji anything. Waji Premier League pay and waji Club World Cup. Into eden also change.
Premier League no more into there.
Team soon change team waji Premier League. Una Vini never listen. Chelsea club you turn 5 billion each. Vini no
ziga. Yes, I value nieka.
Na best.
Park na sun common na minudi.
Park sun common.
Yenkodi club be value ni.
Now Chelsea has a player today who is the face of the Brazilian national team, Vini Bobby.
Anyway.
Now who be say call you be call. Today if we go to Brazil, Vini's inconsistencies is clear.
Oh baby.
Oh, baby, but Esteban is seen as a much more bigger prospect than what Vini is. But you see, nobody disrespect Vini. Vini is better. For what he has proven, what he has shown, Esteban will know.
Vinicius Junior on Chelsea.
I know. I mean, because we're born. Now Vini, so on make a tune. Chelsea don't look like this a player.
Catch up board for the near omo committee amomo homo class omo ko discuss emfa
na ultimate that
Vinicius Junior on board Chelsea da
na ultimate that ho class o top players o will be 17th new team and get up top players na omo Kofi Chelsea doesn't want
Vinicius ebia park no so no Sporting eno na say anya ade but we be ato nche Kofi the brand Manchester United the brand and the cry, you say, young Yadio Parker is the result number. The brand.
Brand non cancer. But the brand is non existent without performance on the field.
Oh, yeah, too huge.
United. Brand no Parker. The brand on the field of play, you don't match it. You are not there. I know that you can't see anything. United is not a big team. United team is not a big team.
Unless them can win team. I say, me Nansay there. Your result in Koyi.
Let me make a choice say without results.
Name Manchester United.
The
brand is there.
Without results on the field of play, there is nothing like brand. What is brand? Brand is performance. And out here, so say Richards we don't call brand. Wait me at Judin 10 years. So continue finna you do be ma take.
So now me did
the one do no saying. So first now you 10 see there 2 see now me.
But no do any no did do.
No of course because it's the job.
Oh did do sir.
But Jai kwa. Now no more my
yeah brand you did do sir.
There only possible.
It did brand no.
Manchester United.
In fact brand. Yeah. Brand kiti says na Zama ko di FIFA Club World Cup. To feel so offended.
Chelsea brand. Na club on one agent so no on je front sponsor it be Bob Rato players, ultimate players. How is Manchester United close?
Yes, some person maji o. Enye mo na mo person maji o. Ebi na ma.
Oh boy. Now you cry West Ham go for sponsor that Chelsea.
Na mo so no maji.
Let me see. Who see
that scanner mo pen no. Ko fo no be show mo no ma ka James. Na mo Chelsea brand kiti we na mo the presence ka.
Chelsea made
Manchester United here demand they will pay.
Chelsea made more in the Club World Cup than cumulating your Manchester United near the whole of last year.
Yeah, movie.
Let me competition yeah see competitions are more now. Okay, Sikaboma. You one competition is better than yours.
It's because your performance our pace.
Yeah, conferences can get better 2017 now be league name. Of course I'm telling you. Before we bring in the English Premier League money
conference.
Yes, before the English Premier League can remember.
Yeah, we can some the conference are around.
See how Europa League to transfer. You say you to Europa League. Where the America you to Europa League.
Europa no. What would you remember? Europa no. One Kasaji to say Europa and switch conference. Conference at a point near TV station grammar.
Fine, but okay. You know Europa now go soon.
Because Europa is soon. Say conference you be free.
Europa is magic.
What's that?
Magic. I don't know how we Europa na so magic. When now they was Europa na so no. Who the crutches players
a cup kiti bonshey brand.
Yeah, Manchester United. No be a how. Now, Sunderland subscriber bomb common respect. United. Sunderland bomb common United. And how you brand. Manchester United. Yeah, really, your project in any other say the Vini, but
Opa me uncle Vinicius Junior house is here.
Say.
On Jack.
Momo ko Vinicius Junior.
Me na casual.
Now bet ma ko Vinicius Junior.
And enti go.
Who the coach me?
Aseme.
Who the coach?
Now who the coach be? Anyamaka. Maresca.
Syria how we. Pep Guardiola e try one leader we England coach back up. And a chase and he inverted fullback.
Mati.
Inti e ma be yi. Who be na mori? I do yeah. Coach and the first season. The season be on the trophy. Hey mother. You know, everyone has got the alcohol. You know, when you say no, I'm on your apprentice. What's that? Pep, I'm on your nadi on the coach. I'm on your which we bought 3 matches every day. I've been waiting about back to before Manchester. After international break, one just many ask now. After international break,
after international break, I'm saying a ball.
Some more Forest was the Forest in Mabo.
I'm saying
no more West Ham was teams back.
Yeah. I think maybe I mean
Manchester the age. How Chelsea is being run is the best way to run a club. I'm telling you today. See,
you know, brand baby as I have said.
But Chelsea, you can't talk about brand without.
Why is ye team the
United is not being run well.
That's it.
United, you more called Dickinson. And I'm mobile.
Everton.
Mobile. Old Trafford said match and be draw. David Moyes be back to fee.
So Uti coach na Bondi no.
Why David Moyes? I just want to coach him, but that word of former coach. Coach.
Meba, what am I mean chawadi?
Over here.
What say if international break in the bar. Your last 10 games are bubble. I think I have it here. Yes, Shenny now.
Say, that also you are about dry and pound.
What do you mean? I say, what do you trust? I mean, say,
the you will see how they
me war me phone sooner.
There will not quite be arms like a can.
Fatilo,
Fatilo, do this
for the Hano and Fana. Yeah, matches were delete every hole. What do you mean, Banner? Yes, matches near Beshano.
Yes, Chelsea are the best young centre back.
Or could you free
of the same
Coffin part of matches? Yami Adam after international break. Yabo Everton.
Okay.
Yabo.
Okay.
Yabo we are our next game 30th November. Okay. Yabo Palace.
Okay.
Agbina West Ham.
What was the Palace? Oh,
Crystal Palace. I said, man, okay. West Ham. Yes, one more Mokeshri, and near 4th December.
West Ham about we are home.
Yebo home.
And also Mesham.
And they bet me out on Bear 7.
Oh,
West Ham team.
Who makes West Ham 7?
Wolves. And they a team C in the Bacabo. Call Wolves team with the team A bar as one fair to football. And yet the Nobacco bueno. Ye be near Bob Samanyos Bournemouth. Oh, fee. You bet tea. Now you call Aston Villa. Mr. Una M. Good evening. Mr. Good evening.
What's over there? What's your tea?
It be ye free ho.
Okay.
Now you are call Villa Park.
Chelsea and your franchise sponsor. What do we?
Papa Bay.
Scan it.
Is home to about 500,000.
Move 50 million. You double.
Manchester, you both are. I think you game my bed. Then kakra. Your last 3 games in Ebono is Newcastle.
Do better Bournemouth.
Bournemouth team. Kofi pa. If you are near ya 10 year there no. Near Wolves, Leeds United, Burnley. These are manageable games.
I have to say manageable. For example, you also ubetomuti. You are between the say manageable.
I say you be managing your share. And your games you be break. Inti afraid one say top 4 ni be bubi. Don't say
top 4 1 year.
Your club ni run here.
And Manchester United is no well run. Which Chelsea and have signed Daniel O'Donnell. Now he's a 60-year-old centre back out of free Ecuador. Which team from Independiente de la Velle. Apparently, that is the biggest academy in Ecuador. Now, if we the same academy as a branch friend Moises Caicedo, the same academy as a branch friend Piero Encapi, the same academy of William Pacho, and that academy is an academy that produces some of the best young centre backs. Now, Chelsea for no have finalized. Apparently, there were a lot of clubs that were in for a branch friend, Denia Ordonez, Chelsea for Nakwa Kunyano. I have not watched him live play before. Those who have watched him say he's good, and I'm showing a few videos of him. A young player, also very, very front-footed. He's able to step up and then defend very aggressively, good on the ball, very physical, and he is a good addition to most teams. Who's an answer? The European game wants players or centre backs at one. I say who ball, ball. You should be able to play the game. Two, I say who say centre backer. Whilst in all of this, you are playing the game and you're good at it, you should also be able to read the game. But the most important thing is that, Rich, you shouldn't shirk your responsibility of being a defender because only ball on the ball. Because when you're centre back now, you should be able to defend. And that is what you need. So you need a big package of ball now within ball, reading of the game, and also being able to defend, which is very, very important. And the scout report that is coming for our bench friend Denia Ordonez, for that. I have a strong feeling, say, the plan is for him to go to Strasbourg, send a blue coat for 2 or 3 seasons. Send a beya either Mamadou Sarr and I say why be a free Strasbourg together with Aaron Anselmino from Dortmund. Then they find a good balance in January, whether Anselmino and I say Mamadou Sarr back to Chelsea to come and help augment the January issues of centre backs na Chelsea, because and now in training, Abanti a friend Benoit Belachile is back. And what I was surprised after Daniel Ordonez issue is Rich, Chelsea are planning to reintegrate Abanti a friend Axel de Sassi back into the team because their plan is simple, January and they want to keep him fit. They want to start wearing him a Chelsea jersey. I don't think it's a long-term thing. The plan is that say January teams be centre backs. It is management team make a crack. Say by January they'll be able to let Abanti friend Axel de Sassi go away from Chelsea and then for him to get the game time now. Or she share which and we are partnering in to the conversation of Chelsea Football Club and Oshe Obi to say Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney say I look at Chelsea and I just don't know when it's going to click, if you get what I mean. Troy Deeney is your Chelsea team now. One year say I be for 2 or 3 more seasons. And said I clear said next season a befa. And I said befa clearly. I disagree with him.
No Troy Deeney bow papa be no boy.
But Troy Deeney was so power.
Tama no bow papa be no boy. I watch him play.
But me say also.
Baibia. So no Tama no bobo na de compare me dia me ya de ache no. The Troy Deeney am here there. But Kofi na sem no me yen na aya adwen. Chelsea they doom so say inconsistencies.
Team or that English Premier League second.
Oh, ya bomb match saying.
Senior. You see, this is what I don't like from you.
I agree.
Other second. Exactly.
Which this season the Mombo in the Premier League. But league in the question of Bubus as a doing.
But other second, maybe a doing other second.
Matches not that one. I don't bet your position after the league.
No.
And the performance you give week in, week out. No.
So what we know today, that's what we work with. Or the second.
But sometimes it's near projections.
Exactly.
But where do
you make your projections from?
The performance and Nipani putting it out.
Exactly.
But
and the performance has given him second.
Chelsea team the inconsistency in the doors on the door. My idea, shy,
No Libya.
Yeah, last for my
Libya, you bought more games than you bought Champions League any idea. Umbobi. League Cup even a free. But that is the truth.
Champions League in the match.
That is the truth.
Papa
who's inconsistency and make a choice say it can't be the same as yours. You play more games, more Champions League. League Cup cross free. Team where you feel your say.
Senior, also you say dia. Oh guys now, they be omo babo me. Omo come you. The me ko be pom say and Richard easy.
But ultimate ka say ye ni ema ye no ultimate pe. Ye no je post ni ya. O be down o hwa me batayo.
Premier League.
Bacho.
Premier League go woni. Ye di Champions League. The Champions League me move in head and ma go di hunko.
But you know you move your friend say.
Ba ensu ya san. I think yes it be the Grimsby.
Grimsby. Also more than 9 division. 4 division. 4th year.
And me angela.
Oh for mo.
Saturday no. Let's get pummy. What drama Grimsby shows are they there now?
Now that you're doing yourself.
I mean to some extent. Chelsea is doing well, but more fix it. Doesn't
it come with time, Rich?
Oh yeah. I say anything on no case. Say more to fix the problem now. E be dum so sa. E be team ni ya. Me this season I think competition am mo na FIFA Club World Cup no. And my players no ain't me unrest enough. Be more honso because omo ain't me unrest into the season they start here no. Ama injuries be ni Chelsea's
big, when you look at the Premier League now, she did an area banner. Premier League, you know, Chelsea actually the most goals, second most goals. I think after Man City, 2021 or so. Which Chelsea created the most chance than everybody without Cole Palmer. Chelsea created the most exits.
If you look at someone that's a second,
third, sorry, Fachem. Everyone to me.
Kofi. Kawde shemeni. See, I'm a gina bibi clicking my gina.
Oh, wow, we understand.
Me share message no so. Me wana me can say mo games in we no.
Dey that second I go.
Na that second na be tweety. Say ya na makodo kakra bi. You am free o. That tape. Oh, we come anya fast check na.
No,
o dey ashemeni.
I never check it.
But we dey na.
The team has a few issues, but I think that it's just a matter of time. Which Chelsea's biggest problem this season is the centre backs.
I know any
all of those ones. We'll be able to sort it out. Which the job Maresca is doing, medium account, people will be believers. It's going to be time, but then people will get to understand the quality that I branch here for Enzo Maresca. Chelsea front share sponsor, and I think in the next few minutes now. On now. So
someone kisses out the message about say, Fifi pa.
What's it then?
If Chelsea is looking for a defender and you are recommending Upamecano,
I didn't say Upamecano, Mr. Schlotterbeck,
Mr. Mami come as in patch. Unonku Chelsea.
And I make a just say Mancasa. Into okay, secret. Mami,
oh,
baby, our case, you know. Also, I requesting Upamecano, Mr. Mancasa.
I'll come to you.
No, don't come to me.
Now, what address issue?
I've already said it.
Mami san starting na menkai.
You can't grab Mr. Mancasa.
You assume me do my mic, no. They team me na more platform. Someone was say, Fifi pa. If Chelsea is looking for a defender, and you are recommending Upamecano pa, it's time Richardo takes the name Maresca from you. That defender there was so rough. Takashi and Isha Alan Kwa. I'll Chelsea in a message to you.
What's heavy? Mancasa Upamecano.
Okay,
there are two pictures on the screen. Nico Schlotterbeck. The catcher was a Canada. So because Minko Germany Nico center back and by it's Nico Schlotterbeck that I will be looking at. It's clearly Nico Schlotterbeck. Now Upamecano there. Hey, me choose somebody Ndongani when you're ahead of him. I reach a passport.
No, Upamecano Zaza.
But I reach a passport. Now Ndongani was a.
But
so But passport oh.
Yen very be antin.
It's a passport.
Upamecano.
A passport senior.
Levels no.
Senior. Dongani ko pie mo nya e French, mo nya ka French. Dongani ko pie mo France obi a. Ebi by this time nka obo Chelsea ni bi. Upamecano de enye senior me so pa. Emwa. Onye top player. It's any games now. Course no no code ketwa bi.
Mate.
E de ma mo ko fikesim. Anti me show. Me no person oko fikesim kokocha. European World Cup qualifiers. World Cup qualifiers are emu down because the teams won't
Mark Obengando. Also, Richardo will always side with any negative comment about Chelsea. Aye. Maybe beer the Chelsea back from honor. Me subscribe to it. Aye. Because my bra boom. Tima ama me DM ya we ase pa Chelsea. Intimi so ma catch them me cry out timi mu. Me cry kwabna say enkofu we. Me do mania
na envia me ne maudi
urefi and I'm Chelsea when you share me jerseys.
Okay.
And I'm Chelsea akwai ogina hoyi and ododo me ani yim sakura
me na me do
na den unim covid na me ya akwai bi ye program we me pia bonten say mo yimiti na wi bi gina no boss na say nkomudi yi wan na nkomure ho no mo dia boniki
Exactly.
Now ni asin ko no yi baby oyi ya no dia boniki na fa ho you know dia for and the Chelsea for the montema say bibia the Chelsea back from ho no me so me boa ma yedemo akọ efom ho all right the coffee yana fa code ni tuga
yeah
na
Black Stars you be Black Stars also one in
the Black Stars
local league
in the local league in Air Force be hold my so
and then more codes minimum edemao very good ones and me certain say obetimi discover me show first one a BW217E92C4 and the first one second one a BW217E88D5 that is the second one. The third one a BW217E7C94. Fourth one a BW217E7481. And the last one a BW217ECC87. Which Michelle was this week now was in the bonus.
Sure.
And there were some very interesting people that maybe on my I think say on Wednesday or Thursday, me wo kwan ho medina